What's driving the markets currently? There's a lot driving the markets currently. I would probably say the key thing driving markets is not really asset values, but more it's inflation driven. And as soon as you see the signs that central banks have become a bit more, successful in trying to see inflation moderate, that will be the time when central banks say, guys, we're going to take our foot off the gas and not raise rates as much as the market expects. So inflation is a key thing driving markets at the moment. That in turn is driving so many other driving factors in the market as well. There's so many levers pushing and pulling the market in different directions. I think investors are almost sick of selling. But look at, say, the last 6 months in markets, it's been an incredible period to live through. And all these cycles are just so different. We had by far the strongest month in markets for almost 2 years in July this year. Equity markets at an index level returned almost 15% for the month. That's an incredible month. And they've given all that back in the last month or so. It just shows how volatility has almost become just such a normal part of the market currently. Forecasting where a currency will go is near impossible. You can have the top 10 economists in Australia, and for that matter in the world, sit in this boardroom with us and ask them to predict where a currency will be, and all of them get very, very wrong in 12 months' time. Pound sterling, we're looking at the numbers here this morning. It's been lower than this a number of times in the last 15-year period. Currencies can be frightened by it's just investor emotion and enormous capital flows between economies. Look at the US dollar. I'd say it's almost an argument of US dollar strength as opposed to pound sterling weakness. Look at the Aussie dollar against the greenback. The Aussie dollar is now trading at sub 65 cents US. So in relative terms, the Aussie dollar's fallen in the same terms as the pound sterling has. The pound sterling's getting more commentary because it's the bigger currency, one of the biggest currencies in the world, the third, I think. So look, I'd say it's not just pound sterling weakness, it's US dollar strength. US dollar strength, why? Central bank is hiking rates very quickly. They had another 75 basis point rise last meeting. The market thought they may see a 100 basis point rise. So the US central bank is focused on purely containing inflation. The same is in Australia's case too. So I think a lot of commentary in Australia that Philip Lowe should be concerned about high leverage at a household level, a state government level, a federal level. But that's not our central bank's mandate. They're mandated to focus on one thing, and that's inflation. So until inflation gets back to that Goldilocks band of, call it 3 to 4% per annum, they have to keep hiking rates until we get to that level of inflation. They don't have a choice.